Hey guys, today we're going to go for a little drive in the Lexus LC500. What's up guys, welcome back to Gent's Lounge. Today we are driving the Lexus LC500. This is a Black Panther car. If you guys haven't seen the movie yet, you should go check it out. It is amazing, and this car is phenomenal as well. So we've been getting sent cars lately, and I've been taking pictures of them and doing little edits of us driving them, but we haven't done many car reviews, so this is going to be the first one. And I'm going to tell you, this car is a ton of fun to drive, and it's also very, very good to drive every day, I would imagine. Now, there's not much trunk space or back seat space because it is essentially a supercar or a sports car on that level. 471 horsepower, 398 foot-pounds of torque. This baby can get up and go. But what's awesome about this is when you're driving, it has an eco mode and a normal mode. And when you're driving in those modes, though, when you push on the gas, you can get going, and you can kind of swerve into lanes that you need to get into. You can make some moves, but it is not like jerky, like suck you back in your seat power, which at first I didn't really like and was kind of skeptical. I thought, wow, this isn't as fast as I thought it would be after reading the specs on it. And then I put it into manual mode where you can use the paddle shifters, and this thing flies. It is super fast, it handles super well. We took it up to the mountains and we drove around some windy roads. I will say, when you're in the normal and the regular modes, it shifts at about 3,000, 4,000 RPM, so it's super smooth. You don't really feel the transition. It's got the power, but it doesn't like catch you off guard. But once you put it in manual mode, whew, this thing takes off. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of our first car review, so I'm not sure what you guys want to see or what you guys want to hear about, but I'm kind of just going to talk about everything that I've noticed in the car over the last week, what I like, what I don't like, and I guess at the end, if I think it's worth it or not. So first of all, the interior is beautiful. You got leather, everything, leather console, Alcantara up here and on the roof. It's very nice to sit in. And I will say there is no back seat, so no one's sitting back there for sure. But, as a sports car, this is, the perfect interior. I have a ton of headroom. I'm actually really tall, so that's kind of a problem I have with most sports cars that I drive, is like my hair is touching the ceiling. So this one's actually really low. I have a lot of headroom. The entertainment system's great. The music sounds awesome. I will say that the console and the setup seems not old, but I feel like it will be outdated in a few years, if that makes any sense. And that's kind of with any car at this point, like the technology and the touch screen this and the text on everything. If you look at a really technological car that's like 5 years old, it looks like it was made in the 90s. It's crazy how fast technology is moving, but I will say that it does look a little like something I've seen from Lexus before. I will say this thing is awesome on gas. So I reset the gas meter just to see what I would do over the week, and it's at 20.2 miles per gallon. And I'm just gonna say I haven't been exactly nice to the car. I've been giving it some gas and letting it go every now and then. So surprising, honestly. I mean, even when I had the Audi TT RS, I think that was nowhere near 20 miles per gallon, and I drove it on the freeway most of the time. So that's very impressive for how much power this thing has behind it. Another thing I like about this car is the trunk is fairly big. When we had the R8 and the TT, I barely fit all my film stuff in there to film the car with a photographer in the front seat. So this is actually pretty nice. There's a lot of room for, we fit a drone, like 3 cameras, a tripod, and there was a lot of room in the trunk. From the outside, this car just looks fast. I mean, you look at the lines, it looks sleek, it looks futuristic. I can see why they used it for the Black Panther movie. So if you guys aren't familiar with the Lexus LC500, it's kind of based off the Lexus LFA. If you know anything about that supercar, it was all hand built. They only made a few of them. It was, I think, like 500 or 300,000. It was very, very expensive. This car, however, $92,000 for the base model, which I'm driving right now, and $96,500 for the hybrid model, which I'm assuming gets better gas mileage, which is crazy. Honestly, is very, very close to just as much fun as driving the R8 for half the price. So that is extremely impressive. I really like what Lexus did. The interior looks beautiful, it's fun, it's comfortable to drive. You could really make this car your everyday driver if you wanted to. I mean, granted, you wouldn't be able to put anything in the back seat, and hopefully you don't have kids, but like if you had a second car that was maybe an SUV, this would be a great car to add to the garage, I would say, because it's smooth. I can't imagine the maintenance would be that insane. I know the wheels are huge, so the tires are going to be pretty expensive, but other than that, as far as supercars go, I'm imagining the maintenance is going to be a lot less. So I would say overall this car impressed me. At first, like I said, I was kind of underwhelmed with the get up and go of it, but then once I played around, put it in manual mode and sport mode, it definitely, you know, you felt the power, you could move it. So the exhaust kind of tunes itself when you put it into eco mode or sport mode. So, you know, I could drive through a neighborhood and not sound super obnoxious, or, you know, you can drive around and let the engine roar a little bit, you know, show off to your friends, which, hey, it's always a little fun to do that, let's be honest. So overall, I'm super impressed with the car. I really, really like it. For $95,000, or actually, sorry, for $92,000, this is a really, really good deal for what you're getting. So that pretty much wraps up our first car review. Hope this was helpful. Let me know if you want to do more. I think I'm getting a Mercedes in the next 2 or 3 weeks, so we might do that one as well. But give me some feedback, what you liked, what you didn't like, and be sure to subscribe, like us on Instagram at Gents Lounge, hashtag your pictures, hashtag Gents Lounge, and leave us a comment on what you think and which car we should do next. Cheers, guys.